Our final speaker in this session is Ramon Pereira. He's going to be discussing developments in South African patent practice, giving us a brief review of South African patent practice considerations, recent developments, impacts on practical considerations in that regard. So Ramon is a senior associate and qualified patent attorney. He works in the patent department with people that oversees filing session. The session that deals with all foreign incoming universities.
Okay, so I'm Ramon Pereira, as you said, we will do our developments in South African practice this year and practical considerations from that. Yeah, the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is expedited acceptance. Before I get there, I want to share statistics that why they came up with or provide us with, which is that between 2021 and 2022, there was a 63.9% increase in South African patent filings, which is great for us and is usually an indicator of a lot of economic growth, a lot of investment, a lot of innovation, which I think with the ground's not really happening for us at the moment, at least not on this scale. The question is, why exactly is that happening? And to answer that, first need to go to the Dutch patent office to the Netherlands, which interestingly has a very similar patent system to South Africa, which is that it's a patent depository system, which means that if file patents, as long as all the formal requirements are met, then you automatically get a granted patent code. And the Netherlands noticed that they also had this massive impact a few years ago of patents being filed, and they did an investigation into this and determined that the majority of those patents that were being filed were in fact junk patents. And in some instances, what they refer to as reused patents, in other words, patents that have been filed elsewhere, granted, and in essence, were patents that have absolutely no value. Now, why would someone do that? Well, they also researched that they also found that there were a lot of Chinese applicants, that were mostly Chinese applicants filing them. And the answer to why they did all these Chinese applicants filing these patents in the Netherlands was basically you then need to look at the China IP policy of 2008, which wanted to increase its IP footprint throughout the world, both in China and in the rest of the world. And what they did is they introduced a number of incentives for Chinese nationals to then file as many patents as they can, both in China and abroad. And then to give you an idea, the money that they were giving back in terms of incentives was for $720 for having filed a Chinese application and getting that granted. And then overseas, if they did a foreign patent application, they would get $32,000. And then what happened was you had a number of patent or agency offices that popped up in China, which would then file patent applications for Chinese nationals abroad, and then they recovered their funds through these rebates, and then obviously the national investment was beyond that as well. The Dutch Patent Office then shut this down, and they obviously these agents then to find another patent office in Ireland, and they turned their sights on South Africa. So this was happening throughout 21 and 22, and the patent registrar was unaware of this. And what would happen is that the applications were being filed with requests for expedited acceptance. Basically, you need to ask the registrar for an application to be granted as quickly as possible, and so that latest payment could be reduced, and they provide to the Chinese government proving that they've got a granted patent. There are legitimate reasons why an applicant would ask for expedited acceptance. For example, if they know an infringer in South Africa, they need a granted patent before they can issue infringement proceedings, but this process is obviously being. The registrar realized this and issued a practice note earlier this year, and basically indicated that if anyone asks for expedited acceptance within 12 months of a national phase application or within 18 months of a conventional non-con application, then it needed to be filed with supplementary evidence, which includes a foreign examination report or an ISM in case of PCT applications, which indicated that at least one of those claims were both novel and valid. In other words, I'm trying to bring in some kind of substantive element to it as well. And there is another caveat as well, that the registrar also allowed for affidavits to be filed as well, which then needs to be filed with supporting evidence as well. And it's questionable whether this is actually effective or not, though, and there might be to be the affidavit that will allow these to be filed now. Next up is assignment requirements. The registrar acknowledges for a number of years now that there is a documented burden on applicants and filing applications in South Africa. So it issued a patent practice note a number of years ago indicating that for PCT applications, where the applicants and the PCT are priority are the same, assignments don't need to be filed. Also provided two other requirements where PCT 4.17 declarations have been filed, the assignments don't need to be filed, and PCT IB 306 can also be used to for tender transfer itself as well. Earlier this year, the registrar then issued another practice note and removing the first one, which mentioned the PCT and price applications, retained the other two, but then actually introduced them as a third, you not have to file assignments relating to assignment by operation of law. Basically, what that means is that the invention itself will move automatically from the inventors to an applicant without having to file the assignments. What they have to do is provide a declaration of that in the form P3 when they file the case. And a classic example of that is Germany, which has an Employee Inventions Act. And all you need to do is basically show that the invention was made in course and scope of employment, and the assignments don't need to be filed. Practically, across this year, we've also identified what clients have also identified for us that there are a number of other countries which have similar provisions, and there's probably going to be a number of them as well, basically just reduces the document as well. Turning now to ONSA, I don't know if you were in the talk with Don earlier today, and touched on the slide, we were using this that Alison hasn't been involved in. But just to give you a bit of background to it, there was a case in 2011 called the University of Victoria case, a commonly known industry and a state case. And what this related to was in that instance, the applicants had allowed an application to lapse. And in terms of our Patents Act, our Patents Act says that they fail to take certain actions by a certain time, then the application will lapse irrevocably. And this basically to decide what exactly does lapse irrevocably mean. The applicant in this case, it was something like 3 years before they actually decided they wanted to do something with this. And this went all the way to the Commissioner of Patents, and we rejected that and said that no, you cannot ask for a condemnation, you cannot ask for an extension of time in which they file documents after the fact. Any extension of time is to be filed before the fact. Which basically means that that application had lapsed, and that through the entire patent industry was a little bit of a delay. But we became a little bit more cautious, and applicants had to be a lot more aware of the time frames. In terms of filing documents, and asking for extension of that as well. This case, which is the case that will be brought to court in August 2023. Again, what happened here is that the applicant had acceptance issued, and then within our Patents Act, we need to publish that acceptance notice within 2 months, and that, due to no fault of the applicant in this case, it was actually published after 4 months, so it was out of time. The request was then made to the patent office, which the registrar asking for condemnation, and the registrar rejected it based on the ONSA case, saying that there are out of time, they do have to lapse their work. In this case, the Commissioner of Patents did distinguish the new case against the ONSA case because it was in the different section of the law, but gave a more measured approach, which was to say that an extension of time would be allowed unless the Patent Act specifically excluded it. And so from our interpretation of that, it's now softened in the ONSA case, and that there would be, there is some room at least now, and patents going back to the so reducing the burden on applicants. Okay, another question that pretty much everyone wants to know at the moment with South Africa is about substantive examination, which basically means into novelty and the inventiveness requirements of patents. Just to give a bit of background with it, as I mentioned, South Africa's patent depository system only established formal requirements. What happened is you had a number of activist groups who were actually petitioning the government and saying, look, what this leads to is it leads to weak patents. And a number of those groups are actually involved in the pharmaceutical industry specifically, and they're indicating that the majority of these patents are actually just guarantees. So in other words, we have what their argument was that we have what patents and bad patents that are on the books that wouldn't be on the books otherwise. The government, the national government, then agreed with this, issued an IB policy in 2018, and within that, and other things as well, indicated that substantive examination is on its way. The Patent Office then appointed a number of examiners, so these are scientists and engineers, that examined the patents and substantive examination came on board. They did some training with the European Patent Office in particular, so our law is quite similar to theirs. And more recently, within the last year or 2 years, they've been doing test examination reports, which basically patents that are really granted in South Africa. They would examine them and deal with our prejudice examination reports, which isn't just meant that it doesn't have any implications necessarily for them, and obviously with the authority as well. And Anderson Adams was also involved in this as well, and what you can see is that those reports itself are pretty good. And so for all intents and purposes, it seems like the examiners are ready to go. The question is, when is this actual examination going to be happening though? We met with the registrar in August. We had regular meetings with him. And within that, he also indicated that what needs to happen now and what's holding up the process is legislation. So an act needs to be enacted in order for this to be put in place. And if we're just trying to get sort of a time frame, he can really give us an answer. So definitely not this year, and we'll have next year, no question, but we are meeting with the registrar quite regularly. My original statement exactly is coming through. But for now, business as usual, and just formal examination. Okay, and then just to end off, I just want to talk about something that's Anderson Adams will be looking at as well. So more recently, was being introduced as of the 1st of January 2024, it's managing community service, which in essence means that every legal practitioner in South Africa is going to have to do 40 hours of community service, which can include pro bono work. And we've been thinking about looking at what exactly would this mean within the patent department. It's generally quite a specialized field, obviously, because predominantly or exclusively involved in commercial space, doesn't really lend itself necessarily to pro bono work. So we're just thinking about how we can necessarily incorporate this. And something that we have done involved in quite a bit is the Migrant Data Assistance Program, which is basically a number of countries, patent offices themselves. You apply to this program, see whether you qualify, and they patent attorneys in those particular jurisdictions would then assist inventors in with their patents, patent filings, and also with the patent filings fraud, or giving them advice. And this is all on a pro bono basis. It was not in Colombia, it's moved to a number of other different countries. And so what we're thinking is within this managing community service, either fit in with this Migrant Data Assistance Program South Africa is part of, and alternatively, something that I think you mentioned maybe as well as Adams, is maybe thinking of a broader approach, which would be your incubator. And so allowing so we understand is that your patents are filed, but in order to get it to sort of next level, there's a lot of investments, a lot of just in other ways. So what you really want to do is you actually want to try and bring in as many different lawyers involved with that. And so what you maybe do contracts or franchise agreements or something, we're trying to think of ways of maybe expanding that and maybe helping that as well. And ultimately with the idea of developing sort of enterprises, small enterprises and inventors, to be able to eventually take their innovation across the world, outside of that and stuff. And that's what we're busy considering. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. There's testing information. We're not going to see one first. Do we have any guidance on how we make of the examiner? Are there certain foreign patent officers that they favor in their training? Possibly expect the style of examination that they have to force the foreign patent officers?
Yes, I would be part of the European patent office. I quite closely in terms of law and obviously receive training from them. More than likely, we will follow their kind of procedure and their kind of process. They're probably like to build with their examination as well. As I said, that is kind of sensible. Yeah, great. Good job. And just so you had that percentage at the start, percentage increase growth. Maybe some numbers could be, what type of numbers could be looked at, those increases manifested what's the medical profit. As far as I know, there hasn't really been a significant drop. So there has been some drop. From having this requirement now added, there hasn't really been a drop in jumping in South Africa itself. And largely what you can imagine is that a lot of those banks were using the affidavit, which is the signing that they were the affidavits of these big part there's no real guidance on what you go into these, how much is that going to follow up as we start to check to see everything from greater than that. So it could just be a stop kind of document which we end up with that document.
Any questions from the floor? Last question. I'd like to speak loud enough, I think. What weight does one of those examiners carry when you're actually not finding a paper? If somebody examines and one or two examiners look at it, what sort of weight does it carry as being a good case?
Well, I think that's what we still need to get to a point where we're actually doing substantive examination. I think that will happen. At practice, we'll again see what kind of weight it's going to be. I think it's, we're talking in abstract terms now, so we can say that we've had comparisons of other reports, and from that perspective, we can say yes, that they seem to be much on, and they seem to be relatively good. But in the future, whether that's going to have us integrate that skill into the argument.
What has the rest of the world done then? Like in Europe or something like that, they do that, they examine patients, etc. And how does that pan out?
Yeah. So I think first of all, non-European so we will look at the European case numbers as well. And invariably what they will do is they'll also refer to the European case numbers as this examiner raised this as well. So generally the same information, the same data is going to be circulated. Talking about industry and insurance was linked to things. The same documents coming out, the same higher articles, all going together in some kind of disclosure requirements in certain countries. And so within that, we will always look to European patent office, British patent office in particular as well. In terms of novelty and inventiveness, we will always look to European patent office as kind of being a guide towards the point. But whether we would go out and put out those regulatory not necessarily follow them exactly, I would say, from making good look, I imagine that we would follow the very close to the
Such, right? You have to have a company relationship to get you have to have a company. The examination process is material wrong. The same principle the code needs to be addressed to be any government response since because more substantial government Europe certainly is highly like all systems skilled working with the advantage of Europe manual examination. Rely on novelty assessment on one document, or inventiveness assessment, you rely on two documents. That's it. Very good. One, two, 50 documents. The idea of construct, right? The significant disadvantage. Trying to get back to the United States, the United States used to be the place where you went to get patents granted. They granted patents. That was what they did. They were looking for any way to get patents granted. Now, the last 5 years or so, we are struggling significantly to get patents granted. You see, one case we were involved in receiving two sets of new examination. We were out of the I was trying to get the place. So it is a material process and it's intended philosophically, the intention of patient examination. That's a strong patents. It's not your abstract knowledge. You listen to European patents examiners speak. They see themselves as helping them. They don't want to be abstracted to the coffee. They don't want to be the ones you do a patent actually done before. I think that's the intention behind it. Doesn't always play out like that. Yeah, other questions? South Africa. We're excited about South Africa. you never have so many developments. And the first time you do something, you get rid of lots of developments. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Ramon.